Well, good evening and welcome to My Psychic Connection. I'm your host, Journey Ryan. It is Tuesday night. We are here with none other than Gifts of Faith.
Guys, I hope everybody's had a great week.
You knew I had to do it. All right. Really excited to be here tonight. How you feeling tonight, Faith? You doing good?
I'm doing much better than I was last week.
Oh, that's good. That is good. And sorry, guys, I'm writing down names as I'm talking to y'all as everybody walks through the door.
I'm sorry I missed you guys last week, but I wasn't feeling very well.
Well, everybody knew and understood, so it was good. All right, guys. How's everybody doing tonight? I hope everybody's doing good. I see a lot of new faces in here, so I'm really excited to see that.
We always love our regulars, but it's always wonderful to see new people and to be able to help new people. So
Absolutely. All right. As I'm just going through here, guys, remember, you guys know how we do things here. Got to say hi to get on the list. After you get on the list, we will go down the list. Now, if you don't want to wait in line on that list, you most certainly can go and jump the list, which I will provide that link for you. Now, we already have a couple people who have jumped the list, and I will call out their names here in just a second. We got Sherry G., Blanca D., and Maria R. You guys are on the list. So Sherry, if you are listening, Sherry G., get your question ready, and we'll be more than happy to answer it for you. And then Blanca, get your question ready. All right. And then Maria, you'll be right after Blanca. All right. Let's see here. Where was I? All right. As I'm writing down the names as everybody walks through the door. Guys, I just want to give you a little announcement, too, for those of you who are on YouTube, knowing that you guys can say hi ahead of time. If you say hi before 15 minutes before the show, that hi does not count. So 15 minutes before the show starts, that's when the names start to count, and we write those down. Also, guys, we are getting ready to do our drawing for the month of April, so get ready for that, and we'll be calling that name out on the first day of the month of May, so, or the next show that starts that month if we're not on the first day. So I will look at that. I'll look that up and make sure I know where we're at there, and get that ready for everybody so everybody knows what day to tune in to make sure that you guys are here to listen so we can get your information for collecting your prize. All right. See, lots of people here. So is Sherry G available? Not seeing Sherry here, so we're going to go ahead and skip that for now. Sherry, if you show up, we've got you, sweetheart. So Blanca, are you here with us?
How are you doing, sweetheart?
Well, let's see if she's here first before you go say hi to her. She's here. She says, hi, Faith and Mr. Journey. So happy today. All right. Glad to see you, honey. Go ahead and throw us your question. You jumped the list. And Maria R., get your question ready because you are right after Blanca. She says, hello, I'm here. We got you.
Hey.
And guys, for all of you that are on here, let's go ahead and paste this so you guys have the opportunity. Kayla Johnson, you know how this works, honey. Just say hi. We'll get to your question when it's time. All right. Also letting everybody know, putting your question on here 5,000 times is not going to make me want to answer you. Just so you know. And we are going to go down to one Facebook group. Or two. We're going to go down to two. The Journey Ryan Facebook and the My Psychic Connection Facebook. All the other Facebooks, we are not going to be answering from.
I didn't realize we had that many, but okay.
We have 6. We have 6 different Facebook
Sorry.
groups. Well, we pull it from all these different groups, so.
Oh, okay.
But due to trolls, we have to limit the amount of rooms that we go through until we can get the rest of them all taken care of.
Yeah.
All right, guys, are we ready to start this show? Because I'm most certainly ready. All right. Well, Blanca's here. She's got her question, so let's go ahead and start that. It says, okay, my husband was on my mind today. I wanted to dress up for him.
Yeah? Is that your question, Blanca?
That's what she put.
Okay, so that sounds more like a statement, but if you're asking me if he would like it if you
she says, but I feel so fat today. I felt like date night, but it turned out to be not does he turned out to be not does he say anything. I'm assuming she's wanting to know if he said anything about her dressing up tonight.
He always thought she was beautiful anyway.
Right.
He keeps showing me her wearing something red. Although I think she wore black, but he would like her to wear red is what I think. That I'm being shown. The way I'm being shown it. So.
Nice.
I think she's been holding the pillow like it's him and talking to the pillow too, and he's around when she does that. So.
Nice. Does he have any messages for her tonight?
Well, he keeps saying something about the car. So you need to make sure that everything is handled with the car right, because he keeps showing me something with the... Now, let me just specify this to everyone watching. I know nothing about cars. So if I see something psychically about a car, just go with it and be very nice to me, because I don't know what's what.
The dress is blue. I wore it last year. I was hoping he saw it.
He did, but he likes you in red, he says, and you know that. He says, so why didn't you wear red or black? He likes you in red for some reason. There was a certain time that you guys went to some type of function. You had a red top on. He's showing me this red blouse, and he likes you in red. But he keeps showing me something about... I think it's the front end alignment on your left-hand side, so be careful of that.
She says, yes, I was falling asleep. Is it the white car? And Chrissy, we're on for 2 hours.
Yes, it's the white car. It's the white car.
All right. Was there anything else that he was saying to her other than wear that red dress, damn it? He is kind of mouthy. He's got a mouth on him like a sailor.
Yeah, he does.
She loves it. She loves it.
Yeah, she does. Like, she does. We've had many talks about that.
She says, oh, okay, red. I'm a blue lover, but I'll try red. Thank you.
You are, but he always liked you wearing red. I don't know if you ever knew that, but he did. So.
All right. Well, thank you, Blanca. We appreciate your question tonight. Absolutely. All right, guys. Remember, all you got to do is say hi. Just all you got to do is just say hello, and we put you on the list just so everybody knows that they're on the list. So if you said hi in the group, your name gets put on the list. If you don't want to wait in this line, go ahead and jump the list, and we will get you on our other list here that will boost you ahead of everybody else.
Just remember, jumping guarantees your questions answered.
Yes. Guarantees your reading. All right. Lots of people in tonight. Lots of people. Love it, love it, love it. All right. So let's go ahead and have Maria R. go ahead and throw us her question. And let's see if anybody's jumped the list since I posted that last. And Maria was on that list. All right, guys. All right. After Maria R, it's going to be, it looks like Cynthia Brown. Get your question ready. Don't post it yet. Just get it ready. All right. Here is Maria's question. It says, hello, I'm worried about my daughter's mental health, and I was wondering, will she live a normal life? Will she be okay?
Well, yes, she will be okay, but your daughter does need some help. I don't feel like she's always stable. We're not medical professionals, but I would suggest that you do get her some help. She will live a normal life, but I feel like she needs to be checked out by a doctor. I feel like she will be diagnosed with some stuff if she has not already been. It's going to be a struggle for her, just like it is for anybody else, but she's going to have some other challenges. But you need to get her in to see the doctor.
Okay. Got anything else that's shining through on that situation?
Just that her daughter has a lot of anger, but I feel like most of the issues with your daughter are chemically based, like in her brain, and that's why I feel like she needs to be checked out by the doctor.
She said yes, she is getting an MRI soon.
Okay, I do feel like they're going to be able to help her with some of this. This is chemically based. Some people's issues are not, but in this case, it's chemically based, and I feel like the doctors will be able to help you with this. I just want to stress this to you. Don't let them over medicate her, because I feel like they're going to try a cocktail, and some of the stuff is going to work and some of it isn't. So be very careful of that.
All right. She goes, I worry about her a lot.
She'll be okay, but I'm not going to sit here and sugarcoat or lie to you. I feel like she's going to have a lot of ups and downs, and it's going to be a struggle for her. But, we all have our burdens that we have to bear, and this is going to be manageable for her, but it's still going to be a struggle, sweetheart. That's the thing. And she's going to have to learn coping skills just like you're going to have to learn some in helping her deal with stuff. But she'll be okay in the long run. It's just going to be a journey. It's going to be a journey for her to go through.
It is not going to be a me.
You're such a goofball.
You like it.
Yeah, I do. You're my buddy, Journey.
Of course.
But she'll be okay. It's just she's gonna have a lot that she has to walk through.
All right. She says, "Thank you so much. Do you see anything about her father? Should I leave him alone?"
I would leave it because her father's very selfish, and I feel like a lot of her stuff stems from her father's behavior and things that had to do with her father. So, not all of it, but it's at the core of some of her issues. So I would really leave it alone because I don't feel the support there. If anything, I feel like he'll give her a lot of criticism and say that she doesn't need help and that everything is fine, but he's not. I just don't think he doesn't come across to me psychically as a very supportive type. So that's putting it nicely.
Right.
So I would leave it alone. Because if anything, she would stir stuff up rather than help.
All right. Well, thanks, Maria. She said thank you. She appreciates it.
Get in there and keep us posted. I'll pray for your daughter.
Absolutely. Sherry G, I did see your jump. You're on here twice, so you've got 2 jumps. So just know that you're on the list. I'm going to put you on since you showed up. So we'll go ahead and put you on. You're going to be next after Shia Brown. I think I said it right this time. Shia Brown. Sorry, guys, if I mispronounce anybody's name. I do apologize.
Yeah, Journey always worries about that. We gotta love him for that because a lot of people.
It's respectful. It's just
It is.
Unless you know it's me, and then I'm like, all right, guys, I'm kind of a little dyslexic here, and sometimes I read backwards. So, all right, so Shia is up. So Kay Brown. And I'm going to go ahead and put Kay Brown's question up. So let's go ahead and get this started. It says, hey, Journey and Faith. Hope you're both doing well. I wanted to ask if you see me in the next month or so. What do you see for me in the next month or so? I'm not really sure where I'm heading or where I'm being guided. So any guidance would be amazing. Thank you so much.
Okay, so when Journey read your question, the first thing I got is, are you trying to do some different stuff with work or do some type of side jobs, like creative side jobs, but you're like second guessing yourself? Because I really feel this is going to be a time that your creativity is going to come out in whatever shape or form that you're trying to do, because I feel like you've got a lot of ideas and a lot of things you're trying to do, and you need to focus your energy because it's scattered somewhat. But I do feel like over the next month and a half, you're going to get a lot of things accomplished. I also see you, and I don't know if this is symbolic or literal, of throwing old things out and starting over, even mentally. You're going to be shown some things and some dreams of things that you need to do. So hang tight with it and really pay attention, because I feel like your dreams are going to kind of show you what to do too. But I keep seeing you throwing things out. And it feels symbolically of you just being like, I'm done with this. I don't need it. Even people, I feel like you're going to just totally walk away from people very abruptly. Like one day you're going to talk to them and for you, you're going to symbolically say goodbye to a person, and they're not going to know it's goodbye. They're going to try to contact you, and then you're going to be like not available to them or have blocked them. And they're going to be thrown because just the day before, you're going to have talked to them like it was fine, but it's going to be an energy thing. Like you feel like you need to totally disconnect your energy. It may not be a permanent thing, but at the time, it just feels like the right thing for you to do.
All right. Anything else you're seeing there that you can add?
I do feel like she's got some back and some neck issues that I keep picking up off of. If it doesn't make sense right now, just kind of hold on to it. And I feel like it's the way that you're laying or sleeping.
Just I completely understand. Thank you so much.
Oh, good. I'm glad I could help you. Just hang in there because you've got a lot of things that are going to transpire over the next several months, and you're going to totally change. Like, I feel your energy shifting because of this.
All right. Nice. All right, guys. Remember, if you guys can't find us here, you can find us at mypsychicconnection.com. So don't hesitate to go on there, sign up, get your free minutes, and get your account set up, and talk to the psychic of your choice. That way you guys can get your one-on-one readings with me, Faith, or any of the other psychics here at My Psychic Connection. All right, let's keep on going here. All right. And she also said, that's great. I hope I move too. All right. And she says, yes, my back. I have fractures in my spine.
Oh, okay. Because I kept feeling that really strongly.
Absolutely.
It will get a little bit better, though.
Yep. It does. It does get a little bit better.
You're just smiling.
I smile every day. I don't know where you're at.
It's the way the light's hitting you. Like, your smile, like, seems brighter or something.
Well, you know. Brush them.
And
Anywho.
does anybody know what movie reference that is? Brusha.
Mm-hmm. All right, Sherry G, you have donated a total of 3 times, so you've got 2 questions back to back, and then we'll go to Belanca, and then Amla. So Sherry, go ahead and bless us with your first question. We'll go to a commercial break and then come back for your second question, and then we'll go to Belanca, okay? So, G, go ahead and throw us your first question, and we'll get that one started, and then we'll go to your second one.
Sherry,
All right.
let me specify. I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing at the way Journey explained it. Because he had his pen, and he was like, first we'll do this, then we'll do this.
You like it. You stop it.
Well, I haven't picked on you in over a week, so, we haven't picked on each other.
That's true. All right, so Sherry wants to know, do you see my life partner surfacing yet? Sorry. I've been applying myself, also my career path, and anything else you see. Thank you for your time. Keep smiling.
Oh, thank you. You do. To answer your question, I do see someone surfacing. Okay. But I feel like it's going to be more toward July, August time. There's an online connection to this. I feel like this person might be a Virgo. Ooh, this is weird. I see Virgo Capricorn or Capricorn Virgo, which is an interesting mix. I feel like when you meet them, they will wear a red shirt, and I don't usually get clothing colors, but for some reason I did. Darker hair, slender build, and this person likes to read a lot. I think this person's name may start with an E. I get the name. I don't know, because different stuff keeps flashing, and it's going really fast with this. But it's really strong. I get the letter E for her name. I don't feel any kids around this person. There's reference to them liking sea life. I don't know what that is. Maybe they just like the ocean, but I keep seeing sea life around them, or that they like sea life. But you have to really focus energetically, because I feel like you're really like doing 50 trillion billion things, and that's why God hasn't brought anybody permanent into you, because you got to kind of focus your energy and ask for that, like, and make effort toward it, because if you don't, then you know it won't happen. And I feel like sometimes you don't put the effort for it. But I do see that as far as your work stuff, if you're wanting to know what's going on with work for you, are you wanting to change jobs? Because I feel a lot of shifting work-wise, like switching stuff around.
Is that okay? She said okay.
Okay. I keep feeling like is she wanting, I don't know if she heard me, but are you wanting to change jobs? Because I feel like career-wise, like workplace stuff is like shifting.
She says trying to get into my path.
Okay, because I keep seeing
like a lot of changes because I was trying to get into the school that I wanted and I finally got.
Okay, because I keep seeing that's why. Okay, that's why I'm seeing like shifting around. Like you're not sure of what you're doing. You need to do something with people. Like I want to say social services because it doesn't feel like social work, but it's more helping people. Like I feel that energetically, and also something creative.
She says, which puts me in the path of spiritual counselor. That's where I'm heading now.
Okay, well that's probably why I'm seeing that then. But I feel like sometimes you question it, like you don't know if you're strong enough with your gifts to do that, or if you're gonna do it right. There is no way to do it, sweetheart. We all do it differently, but that's okay because you might not be I might be a good counselor for one of you up here, and somebody else may not like my style. You know what I'm saying? So, you have to just do you. You will do well. You just have to stay focused and open yourself to spirit. And I feel like you have to make the time because you have 50 trillion things going on around you. So you can't always focus to hear what God's messages are for you. So until you calm your energy a little bit and trust, it's not going to come easy for you, like come through easily for you because you've got 50 trillion things going on. And then you question if what you feel or see is what you feel or see, which we all do. But the more that you trust it, God will come through for you. Just remember that.
All right. She does have a second part to this, so hold on to what you've got to say here, Faith. We're going to go into her second part of her question, and we're going to do that right after the commercial break. We'll be right back after these messages. All right, and we are back. And so let's go ahead and add the second time Sherry question, and then after that, Sherry, you do have one more jump, but you'll be after a few that jumped prior to that. So you'll have one more question to ask after that. So just know that we have all your questions and all your jumps on here, so you get accounted for them. All right. So her second part is, it says, I'm struggling a lot with my ex-husband who has come back into my life. We've been discussing things. I don't know if that's who you're seeing as my life partner, or that's going to move out of the way. This is causing me a lot of hurt, and I'm trying to help him and me at the same time, but I also want to do God's will. This also because a lot of disruption in my energy, because there's still a lot of hurt.
Couple things here. This is a lot. So
Yeah.
Okay. First of all, your ex-husband still loves you very much. You know, he was really emotionally messed up at the time the two of you were together. He's still emotionally messed up. The thing is that he knows the mistakes he made now. And really, I feel like God is allowing this to happen between the two of you for a couple different reasons. One, because you guys left a lot of things left unsaid, and you held back a lot of things, and he didn't know how to communicate correctly, okay? Two, because you have to forgive him. No matter what happens, okay? You have to forgive him. You can say that you have, but you haven't, or this situation wouldn't be coming back around. And that's why you're having so much hurt, because you haven't handed this over to God completely and forgave him. You know, when we forgive somebody, we don't forgive for that person to, it's not like we forgive to forget what they did, because there's some things that people do to us that it stays in our core even if we do forgive. We forgive because it's for us to heal, and it's also because if we don't forgive, we can't move on from it. And if we don't forgive, God won't forgive us either. You know, it's a cycle. We have to learn to let things go so we can be our better selves, so we can help others. And until both of you are hurt completely, whether or not you want to be with him, you have to release this. This is why this has came back around, because neither of you released it. It doesn't matter how much you love each other or how much, whatever you feel, that's irrelevant right now. It's the forgiveness. That's why this has come back around. Okay? Now, let me just say this. You guys can get back together or not. That's honestly a free will choice. And, you know, believe it or not, whether me or Journey or somebody sees something, you still have free will. Okay? You can get back with him and you can work on it. But whether that happens, you have to forgive him first. Because if you don't forgive him, you can't have a clean slate. Whether you let him go or you let him stay. Can it work with him if you let it stay? Yeah, but you both need to get closure on what's already happened. And honestly, you can't fix this yourself, because you're like trying to counsel him about this. You can't counsel him about what happened with you guys. You need to go to counseling to counsel it, unless you're just going to out and out forgive him. But I don't think, me as a reader, I don't think you want to let him go. Not completely. You're convincing yourself that you're doing this to help him heal. But this isn't about him even. This is about you. Because you had a lot of unsaid stuff that needed said. And you're trying to take it from a professional standpoint of being a counselor. No, you can't do this. You can't be the counselor in the conversation when you're trying to fix y'all's relationship one way or another. This is fixable though if you want to be with him, but it's going to take time.
All right.
And please don't feel like I was jumping on you. I didn't mean to if it came across that way.
It didn't really feel that way. You were really giving her the perspective that she needed in this. And she said, thank you. This helps a lot. Very accurate. All right, Sherry G, you do have one more, but Blanca D is ahead of you, then Amla. So Amla, get your question ready. Don't post it. Blanca, get your question out there for us to read. And then after Amla is going to be Victor, and then Sherry G again. But keep your question ready. Kay Brown, I did see that you did jump 2 more times. So if you've got 2 more questions for us, we'll be more than happy to take them. If not, you can save it for a rainy day. So just let us know when we get to it, because I got you down twice. All right. Let's get to...
Wow, this is amazing. Lots of jumps today.
All right. So Blanca says, Miss Faith, I've been thinking more and more of the home I've been looking for. Do you see me living in it maybe this year or next? And as for my truck, I'll take care of it this Thursday on my day off. And so he doesn't like the blue dress. I picked it out just for him. Laugh out loud.
That's not what I said. I just said his preference is for you to wear something red. He keeps showing me red, black, and pink also.
Says with him and what he wants red. Laugh out loud. It was so tight anyways. Laugh out loud.
What I'm being shown about the house is November. Around November. But I don't think it's time for you to move right now, honey. So hang tight with that. Because I don't feel it's time right now. You could look right now, but I saw, in our private reading, I saw a very specific house. I saw it very clear. Remember, I told you I saw a ranch-style house. And the street name was going to start with an S. And I still see that. But I don't see that right this second. Like, I don't see it being tomorrow. So, just hang tight, Blanca.
She said, oh, okay. And says, yes, Mama, okay.
Just hang tight.
So, is there anything else that he's saying to her? Because I know that the red dress thing kind of threw her for a moment. But
yeah.
She kind of knows that he likes that sexy color of red. She knows his dirty thought of mind.
Yeah, and I'm not going to get into the stuff on air, but some of the stuff I picked up off of this man as a reader, I don't want to have to tell her. I'm sorry, y'all. Seriously, sometimes, and Journey can attest to this, sometimes readers, whether it's spirit or whether it's things we pick up off of a person, sometimes we see stuff we do not want to see. Contrary to popular belief, we don't want to see y'all's sex lives. We really don't. I'm just saying, and I was seeing stuff with her and her husband, and I was like, oh, Lord, I don't want to say this.
I want it, please.
Yeah, I know you do, but I don't want to say this stuff on it. You can call me privately, Blanca, and we'll have a talk about it, but I don't really want to say it on air.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing.
I keep being shown the bathroom, Blanca, again. So,
Catherine says, oh, come on, tell her.
I keep being shown the bathroom,
Boy.
Blanca. So, yeah.
Oh, boy.
And we've had some talks about
Margarita pointed out exactly what you're going through at the current moment is that when I was talking to this man, he's got a sense of humor, and that's just whatever's on his mind.
Look, y'all. Okay, I had a private reading with Blanca, and she won't care if I share this. He literally was saying stuff to me to tell her because he knew it made me uncomfortable, and then he was laughing at me because I was like, he wants me to say blah, 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 blah. And it was like intimate stuff that they had been through together. And I'm like, dude, I don't want to repeat this.
Right. All right, Blanca, we are coming to the end of that. So is there any last words that you wanted to say there, Faith, before we move on to the almost question?
Just that you know that he's always around you. And you know that you can call me on the site. And he keeps saying to kind of watch with your daughter, too, because she's got a little bit of emotional stuff going on. Also, with the son's baby mama, because I feel like there's going to be an argument between you and her mother. So just be aware of that. But if you want to talk more about that stuff, you can call me on the site.
All right. So, Amla, come on down. You are next on our list. Amla, go ahead and bring us your question. After Amla is going to be Victor. So, Victor, get your question ready. Amla, throw us your question. All right. Let's see if that's Amla's question here. She said, oh, my God, yes. I'm going to argue for sure.
If you want to, just give me a call on the site and we'll talk about it. I will be on probably, if I'm not on later tonight, which I may not be because I might be too tired. I'll be on tomorrow evening.
When we call out your name, that's when you post your question. Yes, it automatically throws the question. It's too far back for us to see, sweetheart. You need to retype your question for me. All right. Here we go. I found it, Alma. Sorry, my bad. That's right here. It got buried under everybody else. She says, hi, Faith. My question is, I felt a connection with this guy, M, but I'm also wondering about A. His birthday is 5/16 coming up. Do you see when I'm in a committed partnership / relationship, I feel like it's this year. Is it?
Yeah, but it's not going to be around till October. I see between October and December. But I'm also seeing somebody with the initial R coming in too. So you've got a lot of choices here, but you need to be more communicative, because what happens is I feel like sometimes these guys don't communicate with you consistently, and then it confuses you. And you need to stop being in your head so much with this stuff when you deal with these people, and be very direct, because your ultimate goal, sweetie, is to be in a relationship. But you also need to express emotion, and you're not always good at that in an intimate relationship.
She says relationships are between Mike and Aaron. Mike or Aaron.
Yeah, I know. I see somebody else coming in for you, is what I'm saying to you. So you're going to have a lot of choices, Amala. This stuff with you and Aaron, he pops in and out, and then it confuses you. So really, I'm not sure that that's even something you want to do. I just feel like you don't know how to let him go. So you need to figure out if that's real. And then Mike, I don't feel like always invests the time. It's the frustration. But I really feel like you might meet somebody by the name of Rob or Robert. Or they may go by Bobby.
She said, totally someone different. Wow, cool. You're right about Aaron and Mike.
I just feel like neither of them put the effort in that you want. And you need to start laying down the foundation for what you want, whether it's with them or with someone else. You need to claim it. You need to claim it and pray about it and really visualize it and see it and ask God to give it to you. Because that's the problem, Amala. Like, I feel like you really genuinely care for people, and then they kind of go away, even on friendships, and then you're kind of left holding the bag being like, oh, well, what did I do? And it's not you. These people are not mentally and immature where they have stability.
She says, do you know how I meet the R guy?
This is online. I feel like this guy writes books or has written a book on self-help, or it's some type of self thing. But I feel like this is online. Oh.
Just right on faith, love that God needs to give it to me.
Right. But you need to ask for it. You need to claim it. You need to write down all of the characteristics that you want in a partner. Like everything. I don't care. And this goes for everybody watching. If you want the person to have green eyes, write green eyes. If you want the person to have a Christian belief system or whatever you want them to be, like if you want them to be tall, if you want them to cook, if you want them to be good with money, whatever, I don't care if you want them to be a good Christian. Write it out and start claiming it and pray over it. Pray for your future spouse. Ask God to send you who would be best for you. You know, a lot of people that we read for stay in relationships because they don't want to be alone. But they're not happy with the person, but they don't want to be alone. Okay, well, who wants to be alone? But wouldn't you rather be alone and waiting for or looking for somebody that would be better for you than staying with somebody that you know isn't just because you're supposed to?
All right.
You know, but hang in there, person's coming.
Absolutely. All right. Thanks, Amla. We do appreciate your question. And just to answer a question that I seen come through the chat, we are answering all questions. Right now, we're getting to the jump the list people because they donated in order to jump the list. That's how that works. And then we'll get to the other questions as we have time for. We're here for 2 hours, guys. We're also here 5 days a week.
And you can call us on the site as well, so and talk one-on-one.
Absolutely. All right. She says, thank you very much, Victor. Victor, go ahead and place your question. And then Sherry G, get your question ready. So, Victor, go ahead and place your question. All right. Victor's questions would like to know what I'm doing. Would like to know what I'm doing right and what I'm doing wrong with the person I'm trying to pursue in a relationship, or any other advice that comes to you that I'm allowed to know.
Honey, you're not doing anything wrong. They're just not ready right now. You need to give them a little bit of time. I feel like this person that you want to be with has had a lot of personal trauma in other relationship situations, and that's part of what's going on. So I feel them being really guarded. They have a connection to you, and I feel a spiritual bond to you, like they're connected to you psychically, and they do care for you. I just feel like it's baby steps emotionally because of some previous things that have happened to them, and you're taking it personal, and it's not meant personal. I just feel like that person doesn't know how to express it fully the correct way. So that's what I would tell you. Take it one day at a time, slowly, and don't take those little moods personally, because I feel they're little bursts of moods, and you feel like you get one step closer and then one step back. This will all subside, but you need to give it a time. You need to give about, I would say about a month and a half, and it'll start to get a little bit better. Don't get impatient, because you get little spurts of impatientness like, well, if this doesn't happen by this deadline, then I'm not dealing with this person. Don't do that, because you'll get to where you're wanting to get. It's just a little bit of the slow process, and I feel like subconsciously that person needs to feel like they can emotionally trust you. I don't feel like it's a conscious thing. It's a subconscious thing, and that's why you're getting some of this conflict. As far as what you're doing right, you're staying and you're working through with this person. And I feel like you're trying in your own way to be affectionate and show this person that you care for them. You really want to get through to this person, do little things for them, do little loving things. Now, I'm not talking about going crazy with your wallet. Just do little thoughtful things like, I don't know, let me think of an example. Like, you know, if you know the person likes a certain drink, buy them a certain drink without them asking you. Like, I like mango Pepsi, you know. And so for me, someone might buy me a mango Pepsi. You know, contrary to men's popular beliefs, sometimes it's not always the big things. It's the little thoughtful things that will get through to your partner sometimes, more than if you do a big gesture. Because when someone does something little, like get you something at a store without you asking, that means they were taking the time and they were thinking about you. And it's the little things that are the most. Just care, because you're gonna get you want to get with them. It's just gonna take time, and some of their walls it's gonna have to break down. I hope that helps.
All right. Well, thank you, Victor. We appreciate your question tonight. All right. Let's keep on going here. And Sherry G, go ahead and bless us with your question. And guys, remember, hold tight. We are trying to get to everybody as fast as we can. After Sherry G, it's going to be Jennifer F. Get your question ready. Don't post it yet. And Jennifer, we're going to take your question right after the break. But Sherry G, throw us your question. And Victor did say one last thing. Says you're right about everything you just said. You are so right about the moods. Laugh out loud. Everything you said does help a lot and align with what's going on.
You can really have something long-lasting with this person if you want it, Victor. You just have to be patient. And that is not your strong suit, because you're like, I'm the dude, and I want it now, and I want this person to want me. But this person is a little bit more fragile, so just take your time. And, you know, do the little things, because it's the little things that are romantic.
There you go. All right, so Sherry's got her question. She says, you have been concise and clear. I'm applying what you advised. Do you see anything else you would want to tell me about? Thank you.
Yes. First of all, I just want to reiterate, I was not trying to jump on you. Because I feel like it came across like I'm a lecturing mom or teacher or something, and I didn't mean it that way. I was just trying to figure out a way to fully express to you what I was picking up that was key importance in your situation. Here's the thing. I really feel like if you want to be with your ex, you can do that. And it would be good this time, because I feel like if you really want to, you can work through all this stuff. Okay? And I say that's a free will choice. But if you don't want to, you don't either. But anyway, you have to work through this together.
She says, I needed it and appreciate the directness.
You're welcome. I really feel like key with this is to really, like I said, you need to stop approaching it how you would if you were counseling somebody, because you're not the counselor. You're a person in this situation. That's why you really, if you want to go to counseling, get a third person with this to help you navigate, so you can be the person that's going through the situation instead of the person trying to counsel and go through. Just like with me and Journey. Journey can tell you this. As readers, crap for our own life, we can, but it's not as concise as we'll see for you guys because we're too close to the situation. Same thing with you. You know, this is workable with your ex if you really want to work it, because I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to just be really blunt with you. I feel like you still love your ex, but you're angry. You're very angry. And yes, he handled things very immaturely. Things were difficult, and he really hurt you. He broke your person. He broke your spirit. And you're questioning if you can really forgive him one way or the other, whether you guys work this out or not. And then you're questioning, well, do I really love him or not? Because this hurts really bad, and I don't want to go back down that road. And he was immature, and da-da-da-da-da. But you do see a change in him. That's why you're questioning all this stuff. And you know, when God brought him to you, God brought him to you. It was just, y'all were both really not communicating. He was very broken, and you were trying to fix him. And, you know, ladies and gentlemen, we all do that to our spouses. We try to fix them. We can't always fix somebody. What we can do, it's not our job to fix them. It's our job to love whoever we're with and try to help them be their higher self, because sometimes our love can boost them up. But we can't fix someone. Only God can do that. We can give suggestion, and by us being in their lives, we can influence them and impact them through loving them. But we can't fix them. I always say this. Everybody is messed up. You have to, and if you're looking for the perfect partner, you're not going to find them. There's no such thing. There's just not. What you can do is find somebody who's flawed and whose issues you can deal with, because we all have them. Lean on God in this situation, because you already know what you're supposed to do. And I feel like, okay, you have free will, but I feel like if you really want to be with your ex, this is workable. You just have to really work it, and you haven't forgiven him. And you're not going to walk away or be with him one way or the other if you don't forgive. You both need to forgive. And he needs to forgive himself for hurting you, because he's not forgiven himself either. So because he's not forgiven himself, he doesn't think that you can forgive him. And maybe you can't. That's why you need to ask God to forgive him through you. Because sometimes you can't, so we have to ask God for help to forgive someone. But if you want to talk about this further, you know, I'll be back on here next Tuesday, or you can call me on the site and just hang in there. I'll really be praying for you guys. This is workable if you want it. And I think you do. You're just questioning it because it's hard work. But hang in there.
All right. Well, thank you so much for that question, Sherry, and the much needed information that Faith has provided. And I beg to differ on the perfect person, because this guy right here. She said, that makes sense. Thank you so much. I felt the wall of him not forgiving himself. You are right. Thank you. I want it. So, all right. Well, Jennifer F., get your question ready and send it to us. We're going to take a short break, but after the break, we're going to take your question. We'll be right back after these messages. we are back. All right, Jennifer, go ahead and throw us your question. And guys, this is the last half hour of jump, so if you're going to jump the list, now's the time to do it, because after that, we will not be taking any more jumps. So please, if you're going to do that, please do it now, and we will put up the banner to let you guys know that we will not be accepting jumps after that. All right, well, here's Jenny. Jenny's question says, can I have general info for May? No love. Journey says, no love readings. Just insight on what I need to work on and things like that.
Okay. First of all, Jennifer, let me just say, and this is a side note, I can't always see the question, but I do see the little profile picture sometimes, and I just wanted to tell you, I like your little profile symbol emblem. Okay. And to answer your question, you need to slow down. Your energy is like bouncy, 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 bouncy castle. And really focused. Because you have a lot of decisions to make about your finances and your career stuff and what's going on with you, because I feel like you want to move or go in a different direction and you're concentrating too much on your past, because I'm literally seeing you like sucked back into place, or like you're like overly reflecting on stuff. Don't do that, because you can't go back and fix that situation. There's one situation that you keep concentrating on, even if it's on a subconscious level, and you need not to do that, because there's nothing you can do about that. It was what it was, and it is what it is. So you need to kind of slow down with that. I also feel like sometimes you need to go do something. You don't really go do anything fun for yourself. And so you need to go do something in it. And I don't say this very often, and I don't know how to word this other than how I'm about to say it. You're questioning a lot of who you are, like of what you're doing at your core person. And not everybody does that all at the same time in life, but you've really been doing that a lot. Stop. You're judging yourself. And I would say this to you, stop doing that, because last time I checked, nobody made you God. You know, it's not your job to judge yourself. It's God's job. When did God give you that job? It's God's job. So, you need to slow down and do a lot of self-reflection. And I keep seeing you get into disagreements or arguments. I don't know if this is arguments or disagreements, but there's something with another female that gets on your nerves, and I feel like you guys get in these little catty disagreements. Just ignore it. It's not worth it energetically. You get overly worried about what other people are thinking about situations around you. Who cares? Because at the end of the day, they're not living your life. And as long as you know you're doing what makes you happy and you're not doing anything that God wouldn't have you do, who cares? Life's too short. It really is. You know, but you need to stop being so hard on yourself. Because I just really feel that strongly that you're way too hard on yourself.
She says that works. It is one of my employees that I manage.
Yeah, and it's going to get nasty. So what I would say is just ignore the person. I mean, you can write them up, but I would suggest ignoring them. You guys are going to have a blow up otherwise. And I would expect that blow up to come by the end of June, from what I'm seeing.
And she says, yes, I have a ton of energy, and I love that. I have a ton of Aries in my chart.
That explains a lot. Not that I have anything against Aries, but I have dated them before, and y'all are definitely a handful. When y'all are mad or upset, you're mad or upset. But what I would say is this. Prepare yourself, because I do feel like you're going to get into it with that other employee that you manage by the end of June. And I see it being in front of other people. So if you don't put it in front of other people, take the person aside, because it's going to be kind of
She said
nasty.
yes, so laugh my ass off.
Because I see it. You're in front of the girl and you're like, that is not what I told you to do. Do you not understand instructions? I've told you this 500 times and I'm trying to be nice about it, but I can't be. Let me show you again how to do this. And then the girl's going to get all butthurt because you embarrassed her. She's going to know that you're right because she tries to do stuff just to annoy you. She acts stupid because she's lazy and doesn't want to do it correctly, because I feel like it's time consuming and she doesn't want to do it. And you're going to be like, didn't I just show? Because I literally see your face doing this. You're going to be like, did I not tell you how to do this? This is not the correct way to do this. I'm trying to be nice about this. But I told you how to do this.
She said yes. Oh my God, yes.
Because you know that's how you talk. And you're like, and then you say to yourself, this is
So
not.
spot on.
It's funny because this is what she does, Journey. And then she'll think to herself, that was not professional for me to do it. And then she'll think to herself, well, fuck it. The bitch didn't listen to me anyway. So I can blow her. And I don't crash, but that's literally what she's thinking.
All right, Jenny. Thank you so much. We appreciate
But
you.
after you do that, Jenny, she'll start doing what she's supposed to do. So maybe you need to do that.
Kay Brown, go ahead and throw us your question. And then after Kay Brown, it's going to be Alyssa Wise. So, Alyssa, get your question ready, but don't post it. Kay Brown, go ahead and throw us your question. All right, here's Kay with her question. This is an extension of the previous reading with my business, is jewelry business, that I have envisioned a good path, or should I start elsewhere? Also, I would love to know if you see a move for me soon, and if I am on the right path of working on myself to attract new friends and my life partner possibly with the move. Thank you.
Honey, I don't see a possible move until August. Your business stuff with the jewelry is on the right track. I just feel like you want it to be faster than what it is, unfortunately. And I don't feel like you're doing anything wrong to not make it happen. It's just timing is timing. And sometimes that's the case. I feel like more that it's just you haven't been able to get the momentum to get everything to go the way that you need it to go. Like I said, I do see a move for you, but not right now. I feel it more around between August and December. And that will help you attract more people, better circles. But I also feel like there's a community that you are involved in online, or if you're not yet, you will be. And you're going to make some friends that are going to be local around you at that time. And I feel like that is going to be a new circle of friends. I'm also seeing travel for you by September.
So unfortunately, yes, I also so scared that it's not a good business.
No, honey, you're going to do good. You're just scared because it's new. It's something new. And it involves you having to be very tedious and detailed, and that's not always your favorite thing. You get very frustrated. But you're going to do good.
All right. Was there anything else you want to add to that real quick?
You know what's really weird, and I don't always get health stuff, and I'm not a doctor, but I'm just going to tell you this. I keep being shown you need more calcium, because I see things with your bones, and I feel like you need more calcium. So try to put more calcium in your diet, okay?
Said awesome sauce. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
All right. Let's go ahead and get that ready now. Alyssa, go ahead and place your question. After Alyssa, it's going to be Kay Brown again for her next question. So, Alyssa, go ahead and place yours. Kay Brown, get your next question ready, and we'll go from there. All right. So, here is Alyssa's question.
Hey, Alyssa.
She says, would like to know, do you see Jordan contacting me / trying to come back to me? How does he feel? And what the heck is going on in his head towards me, etc.? If so, any timing for contact? Thank you.
Okay, for contact, I see 3. I want to say within 3 weeks. When I give a time frame, please do not panic. It's within the time frame, not that the complete time frame has to pass. I don't think it's going to be all 3 weeks, but I'm seeing 3, and it feels like weeks, not days. Or it could even be the 3rd of the month, too. So, because I keep seeing 3, okay? Jordan is just all around confused. I don't think that it's directed toward you, Alyssa. I just feel like things with finances and even some things with home life and family are affecting Jordan. So that's kind of what is going on. I do feel like Jordan cares for you, but I feel like Jordan feels a lot of pressure that Jordan has put Jordan under, and it's kind of projecting it like you did it. But it's not that. It's that your bond, your friendship, your connection is getting stronger, and Jordan doesn't know what to do with it because Jordan has a lot of other things on Jordan's plate. So that's kind of what's going on, and it's a matter of juggling it mentally. Now, when Jordan comes back around, Alyssa, just keep it very neutral. Don't jump on Jordan on the initial contact if you want to really find out what's going on. And you need to kind of start from 0, because if you like initially start talking about what transpired, Jordan's going to get scared and feel under pressure like you're going to fuss, and Jordan doesn't really want that. So, and I'm not saying to ignore it. I'm just saying the first conversation, don't bring it up straight out and be like, hey, what happened with you? Because then you're not going to get the response that you're wanting to get. Just hang tight, because I do see Jordan coming back around. I also feel like, though, that I don't know what it is that you're trying to do with yourself, Alyssa, but I keep seeing stuff with your creative side is getting ready to come out. And that's going to be really good for you this summer, because I feel like you're going to allow your emotions to be expressed through your creativity. Now, as far as Jordan coming back and everything being perfect and hunky-dory, no, because you guys have some stuff to work out. Just don't do it
on me. He said he cheated on me, and I left him 2 weeks ago.
Okay, well, that's not gonna, because I see Jordan coming back. So, you're just don't.
You don't know what you got until it's gone.
No, you don't. You don't. But here's the thing: don't talk about it on first contact. Keep it really light, and let Jordan tell you what he's going to tell you. I feel like you guys are going to meet in person the second time you have contact. I see it in a restaurant. So what I would tell you is hear Jordan out. Don't get all mad and defensive. Was it right that he cheated? No, but let him express what he's going to express, because he does feel bad about it. Here's the good news. And I'm not that it's good to be cheated on, but I don't think he'll ever, if you take him back, which I'm just going to be honest, whether you believe you will or not, I feel like you will, okay? He won't cheat on you again, so that's the good news.
Wants to know, do you see him making an effort?
Yeah, I do, but I feel like you've got to get past your anger to let him make an effort, because you're still going to be really angry, and if you're going to go into it with an angry heart, it's not going to work. Just hang in there because I see you guys getting back together.
Absolutely. Well, thanks, Alyssa. We appreciate your question tonight. All right. Let's go ahead with Kay Brown. Kay Brown with your next question here. And then after Kay Brown, it's going to be Blanca D. So get your question ready, Blanca. And Kay Brown, go ahead and grant us with that question. I know that she did say something right after. She said, I'd been feeling way too strange, and I'll add calcium to my diet. And said, I would like to know what you see for my love life, please and thank you. And Alyssa said thank you as well.
You're welcome, Alyssa. Just hang in there. Kay, your love life is kind of at a standstill right now, not because it has to be, but because I feel like the right people aren't coming along, and I feel like you're going to have to search a little bit more. There is somebody around you, but I don't feel like either of you have really expressed what you mean to one another. That's the issue. Or maybe you're not expressive enough, because I feel like there's somebody that you deal with that's kind of in and out, and it's not completely done with that person. I don't know if it's in and out emotionally or physically or a combination of both because of how I'm seeing. I'm just waiting to see if she says anything.
Yeah, I'm waiting to see that same thing. While we're waiting for Kay to respond, Margarita, after the show, send me a message. I need to talk to you. You're not in trouble.
Uh-oh.
I had to add that because I just wanted her to know she's not in trouble. I just wanted to ask her a question. So, all right. So Kay Brown did come back. She said, all right, I feel like I know who you're talking about, possibly.
You do.
Saxton.
Yeah. You do. And the thing is, because this person keeps popping in and out and you have a lot of uncertainty, that's why nobody else's came around, because you guys keep doing this to one another. And it's because you have unfinished stuff. And, you know, the two of you really care about each other. It's just, y'all are always off on the timing. It's really weird. And then neither of you really express what the other one means to one another. You just assume that you know. And just because somebody knows, let me tell you, I used to have a boyfriend. It's an ex now, and this is going to sound probably nuts to some of you, but I knew he loved me, but he said it 500 times a day, and sometimes I just needed to hear it 500 times a day.
Oh, no. I was trying to let that one go.
No. Sorry. I don't see you letting that one go, and that's really why nobody else's came in, because his energy connected to you. You guys have to figure out what's what, because his energy gets in the way of someone else coming in. I do see somebody else coming in if you let them, and I feel like the name might possibly be Jim.
All right. All right, Kay. Whether you're ready or not, you're going to get that other one named Jim. She says, I feel like I'm in trouble because I was working on releasing him, but I understand what you mean. All right, Kay Brown. All right. Kay, you've got one more question coming your way. You're going to do that right after Blanca. So get that next question ready, and then that's all the ones that you've jumped for. So, Blanca, let's go ahead and have your question. She also said, well, let's hope we can figure it out soon and move on.
I'm sorry I disappointed you with who it was, but, you know,
But
sometimes you can't help it.
she's got one more question after that, so we got her. We're going to keep on rolling here,
A lot
guys.
of jumping today.
Yes, a lot of jumping today. So Blanca has brought us her question. She says, I was wondering if my youngest son will be okay. He's going to have surgery. I worry on my baby. It's hard not to have my husband here in person because I do everything by myself, but I'm glad he is spiritually because my son's his mini me and all I need and all when I get so frustrated and stressed, my husband would always hug me so tight I couldn't breathe, just calm me down, laugh out loud. He always said, I just need a hug when I'm trying to bite someone's head off. I miss that.
Well, you know this. You know that you can ask the Holy Spirit to hug you, and the Holy Spirit will hug you and be there and sustain you. But to answer your question about your son, he will be fine. The thing that I do see, though, is that he may take a little bit longer coming out of anesthesia, a little bit, okay? And I feel like also he will be groggy a little bit and kind of not know what's going on, and his throat is going to be really dry and scratchy. But other than that, he'll be fine. The surgery will go fine. And you know, if you need to talk to me about some of this stuff, you can always call me on the site too. But you know your husband is around you, and it's going to be okay. And just remember, lean on God, because
She
God
goes,
will help you through it.
she goes, and I know I asked about him a lot, my husband, but this was gonna be date night for me tonight. I just wanted a laugh.
Blanca, you're fine, honey. I told you, you know, even when you called me on the site, you were worried that it bothered me. If it bothered me or he didn't come through, I would tell you.
She says, "Oh my, thank you."
You're welcome in there, sweetheart. You know, you can call me on the site and we'll talk some more about this because your husband comes through very easily for me.
And from what I know, she's ready to talk to you on the site anyway. And she says, "Thank you about my baby." All right.
I'll be on tomorrow evening. I may even go on tonight. I don't know. It depends on how tired I am after the show.
Well, there's no karaoke tonight. That's tomorrow night.
Yeah, I know.
All right. So, Kay Brown, your last question. Guys, we got 8 minutes before we don't take any more jump the list. So if you're going to do it, now's the time. Or forever hold your peace. We still have a list of people to get through. We're trying to get through as many people. Remember, we are here 5 nights a week, so you guys can talk to us anytime. This upcoming Friday, I will be doing tarot readings, so I can't wait to talk to you guys. You guys know I don't usually do the tarot, and I try to get to as many people as I possibly can. Tarot is just a fun thing for me to use and to show you guys. Basically, it goes right off the psychic reading I'm already giving you, so it's pretty cool, and I love doing it. All right, guys, so we've got Kay Brown, and here's Kay. It says, do you feel a financial increase soon? I asked because I wanted to get a new car and for overall finance stability.
Okay, within 4 months. 4 months. But you've got to put all your pieces together with your business and really get focused. But I do see you getting stable. Just it's within 4 months.
She said, wonderful. I completely understand. Thank you so much.
Once you get kind of organized with your business stuff, it's all going to fall into place because I feel like you still have a lot of organizational steps of things that you need to do. And that's why you haven't gotten the financial stability. Once you do that, it's going to happen very quickly for you, Kay.
Beautiful. Awesome sauce there. I definitely seen financial gain there as well. Just so a little FYI there, okay? Throwing it out there.
And look, that's a bonus because Journey doesn't always throw stuff out there anymore.
But said gotcha.
But hang in there because I do see it coming together. I know you've been really stressed, and I'm like, am I doing the right thing and stuff? You are. It's just going on snail pace, and that's why stuff isn't happening as quickly.
She says, "Yeah, I love to hear that."
And on a side note, Journey, like, seriously, we need to do a show one day where you use the tarot and you use the ones I got you for Valentine's.
I do plan on using those, but they're like my special occasion cards. So
I know.
Special occasion, they're special to me.
They are pretty awesome. I don't know if we should tell everybody what they are, but
let them wait. Let them stew in it. Hey guys, don't forget to share what you guys are watching now. Guys, we are trying to get to everybody as fast as we can. Don't forget to go to our YouTube channel, subscribe and ring the bell. Remember, we are about to do a drawing for a smartwatch, or your choice of a smartwatch, or if you're on the site, some free minutes for the website. So it'll be up to you what you choose to get, but that's only if you're on the website signed up to get these free minutes. But if not, you can get a free smartwatch sent to you, and we'll get that information, and we'll be drawing that name out here shortly, which, as a matter of fact, as I told everybody, I would find out what day the first is on. It's on a Saturday, so you guys won't find out who the winner is until May 3rd. May 3rd is the day that we will announce the winner of this month's drawing, and then again, we're going to do a whole nother month, but we'll do that on the last day, on the 31st of May, because that will be the end of this season. And we have another show planned for you guys during the summer, and it's going to be a different type of style, but it's going to be fun, and I can't wait. I'm still waiting to find out if Faith is going to be on the summer show or not. She hasn't given me a yes or a no. So
honestly, I don't know yet.
Put the pressure on her, guys. Put the damn pressure. Give her that pressure. You know she needs it. All right. So, Tina M, go ahead and send your question to us. And Latoya, get your question ready, but do not post it, because we'll take your question after the commercial break. So, Tina M, throw us your question. All right. And Catherine said, of course she's going to do the summer lineup.
I don't know, guys. I honestly don't know, because...
Yes, she will.
I don't know.
10 years of radio together. She's going to do it.
See, they don't know
years. I take it back. It's 8 years. It's 8 years us together. 10 years of me, 11 years now of me being on the air. But she's been with me for 8, so.
They don't know what the setup is, though.
They're not gonna, but it's gonna be fun.
I know, that's my
gonna like it.
That's why they'll love it. I just don't know if
She's gonna be there, guys. Don't worry. I'll take care of it.
What he's saying is he's gonna pressure me, so I'm like, oh.
Right. Journey, tap into Faith and tell us. I already know. I know how this works.
Listen, y'all. Listen, let me just tell you what Journey does to me. I'll be talking to him about a situation. Just regular chat. Not trying to get him to read me, and he'll go, well, like, he'll just start reading me. But when I ask him a reading question, forget it. But if I don't ask him a reading question, he'll be like, wait and see, this is going to happen. And I'm like, Journey, I wasn't trying to ask you. Why would I ask you a question you don't read me? But if I don't ask you...
I answer all your reading questions does not mean you like the answer I give you. So don't act as though I don't answer them. You just don't always like what I have to say. So...
No, I don't.
Guys, remember that, guys. When I'm telling you something you may not like, she gets the same treatment.
I do. I do.
All right, Tina has come up with her question, so let's go ahead and get that started. It says, hey, Faith, in light of recent events with my ex-husband, I feel like I need to find a new place for me and my kids. I live in a house that belongs to my ex-in-laws, and I don't like the feeling here now.
But your ex-in-laws are okay with it, and they don't hold anything against you because they know their son is a butthead, okay? And I'm putting it nicely. I see you staying there for right now, at least through the summer, okay? I feel like around between July and September, you'll find somewhere. But you are going to have tension with your ex, but it's okay. Your ex-in-laws, I mean, they're kind of butt heads, but they know their son. So I don't feel like they hold anything against you, sweetheart. Whether you believe that or not, I don't know, because they're being kind of neutral and they can be kind of snippy, but I don't think they have anything against you.
Let's see what she's got to say there. I do know that there was, if I remember correctly, I do believe that the ex had passed. She says, is there somewhere I should start looking in the time being?
Look to the east of you, and I mean east, like if you go out your door, okay? I'm not saying you got to go to another state. I mean east in direction outside your home.
All right. Hey, Chrissy, the jump the list time is over, so yeah, they won't be able to jump the list. Tomorrow night they can. If you'd like to bring them on board, they can be more than happy to jump the list then and get a question answered by Trinity.
Or if they want a question answered by me, I'm on every Tuesday, or they can go on the site.
She says, yes, my ex-boyfriend passed. The ex-husband is the kid's father.
Okay. Well, I really feel like it's gonna be okay, because I do feel like you're gonna find somebody. Somebody. I meant somewhere. I don't know why I said somebody.
Okay, I waited for them. So after to leave and lose my job also.
What journey? I'm not understanding.
She says she also works for them, so if she leaves, she'll lose her job also.
I don't know. Because I don't know that they would necessarily do that. I'm not really sure why you're feeling uncomfortable, sweetie, because I really don't feel that there's an urgency to leave. I just feel like you think that you have to go. I do see you moving.
Afraid.
Afraid of what? I do see you moving, but there's nothing to be afraid of. I don't think that I don't see them trying to hurt you or sabotage anything or do anything to you. I think that's stuff that not saying they're perfect people, but I think that's stuff that you've put in your own heart and mind. I just don't see that, honey. But I do see that you can move.
She said there was abuse with my kids from him, and he's in and out of jail. And
Yeah,
she said they are wanting me to get him out. I don't believe the abuse.
But they are not going to do anything to you, is what I'm saying. And I really don't see him doing anything to you at this time. I actually feel like there's somebody else around him, but you've got to totally pull away from him, like even mentally, because even though you're afraid, I feel like you do still have love for him. So, but I don't see him doing, I see what you're saying psychically, but I don't see him doing anything to you. I do see you moving though, so just hang tight, but it's just not right now. Look to the east of you in direction. The street that you'll move on, there's some significance to it being some type of lane. You know how streets have different names? Well, this street is going to be something lane. I want to say there's going to be a number 47 in the address as well.
Okay, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
All right, guys. So, Latoya, get your question ready and get ready to post it. We're going to take a quick break, and then we're going to take your question. Jenny, get your question ready, and B. Jones, we got you as the last person that jumped the list. We'll be right back after these messages. All right, and we are back. And guys, remember, you guys can find us on iHeartRadio and Apple Podcasts and many other podcasts, including
Twitch and Amazon.
Yeah,
Are we on Amazon too?
Yes, I was just going to say that. There cuts me off.
Well, I didn't mean it like that. I was trying to be helpful.
Yes, I know. All right, Latoya's got her question, and says, my ex flew me out to visit him. What do you see next for us at all, or will a new? Wait a minute.
I'm confused.
Okay, yeah, I am too. It says my ex flew me out to visit him. What do you see for us, if anything, basically? Or will the new job turn out well because I gave up on my back money from unemployment coming through?
Okay, so you've got
two questions.
Two
so
questions.
She wants to know about the ex and what do you see for them, and the new job, will it come out? She gave up on the back unemployment that was owed to her.
Okay, well, you're going to see the ex some more. I don't think that's done. I really feel like you guys are going to rekindle some stuff. But you have to open your heart up to it. And I do see somebody else coming in also. But I don't think it's done with this ex. The stuff with the two of you is going to get really intense. And you're going to have another opportunity. I just feel like you're questioning it because of some distant stuff and some timing stuff. Don't, because he's different now and he would spoil you rotten, girl. So go for it. And he misses you. You're the one person that ever really got him, even when you called him on his crap. So, I don't feel it being done there. As far as the work stuff, I do feel like that will be okay. That's going to be a thing where you have to really pace yourself. But ultimately, I do feel good things with that and advancement, even though I feel like you're uneasy to be there, like you question it, like you're not sure if you like it yet or if you can get into the groove of things. And I just feel like it's because the environment is different and some of the people are really different with their attitudes and the way that they handle things. But I feel overall that everything's going to be okay with it. It's just going to be a transition for you, and some of the paperwork and some of the little idiosyncrasy things that you're going to have to do will be annoying, but it'll be okay.
Nice. See if she's got anything she wants to mention there before we go to our next person. All right. Well, thanks, Latoya. I appreciate your question. All right. Oh, she did say one thing. Any marriage?
Not right now, but I do see you and the ex getting back together. I see it being very intense and very passionate if you will give it a chance.
She said, "That's it." Laugh out loud.
Well, I mean, I don't see marriage for you right now. If you're asking me when I see marriage for you, not this year, not next year. There's a possibility the year after, but not this year or next year.
All right. Well, thanks, Latoya. We appreciate your question tonight. All right, Jenny, go ahead and throw us your next question. And then B. Jones, get your question ready, but do not post it. B. Jones, you are next on the list. So, Jenny, throw us your question. And she says, I appreciate you.
I love you too, girl.
She's been with us for a while.
I know that's what she's like. Baby, tell me something juicy. You're not telling me nothing juicy.
Exactly.
But girl, I ain't never lied to you, and you know I haven't, and you know I'm always accurate for you.
Absolutely. Hang on, guys. I'm blocking a troll.
Oh, Lordy.
We're so popular. All right. So, and she put laugh my ass off. Well, she put laugh my ass off. All right. Here's Jenny's question. Jenny says, she goes, there are two that I manage. Can you describe her? I can avoid the blow up. I need more info. Laugh out loud.
Darker hair. She's on the shorter side, but that's not saying much because I'm short myself. So she's still taller than me. I feel like this is a darker haired one. She comes across younger, but sometimes I see people young that really aren't young. They just look young, but she's got darker hair. And she's real snooty. Like, she thinks she's superior to other people when she's not, and you're over her. And she always thinks she's right. I don't know if that helps.
Oh, I'm sure she's getting the picture right now of who that is.
And I feel like she doesn't want to do whatever stuff she has to do because she's lazy. So she tries to do the short end of it, like do it, but do it the lazy way. And you're like, no, you cannot do it that way. And I've told you that 500 times. And she gets embarrassed, but that's a good thing because she won't do it anymore because she gets embarrassed because you say something in front of people.
She says the two I manage are older than me.
Oh, well, she comes across younger.
With glasses or without glasses?
Without. Maybe that's why she comes across like she thinks she's superior to you, but she comes across she comes across younger to me, but it could be a maturity thing. But she has a serious attitude. I literally see you standing in front of her, and there's like other people around, and like it takes all your self-restraint not to cuss her, but you know it's not like.
She says like, who it is. Without glasses, honey. I mean, the energy that I saw with it was someone whose attitude just sucks.
Yeah.
And she's fake and front on top of it.
I know she knows who this is.
Oh, yeah.
I know she does. She's just trying to like.
She says, Lori doesn't have dark hair.
Well, maybe not now, but she could naturally. Because I'm seeing dark hair. Just hold on to it. You'll know when it happens.
That
And I
is
see it. And
what
I
she's
see it.
she's trying to avoid the confrontation, which I understand.
Well, I get that too, but I mean, even you're commenting on it, Journey. So if you're commenting on it, I know you see it too. Otherwise, you wouldn't comment on it.
But the thing I see about it is even though that Jenny's trying to avoid the confrontation, this must be something that has to happen.
It's really strong, sweetheart. It's super strong. I mean, because I can see it clear as day.
It must be S, but the confrontation's not going to be unavoidable. It's going
No,
to happen either way.
and the thing of it is, this has to happen for you to assert your authority. That's the thing. Because after this happens, this person won't do this anymore. See, they've not seen that Aries come out in you, and sometimes you need to show the Aries more than what you do at work to get the respect that you're positioned to meet. You try too much to be diplomatic, and with some people you just can't be.
Said, laughed my ass off. She was a friend at first, but when I got promoted, she started being different.
Well, I just feel like this is going to assert your authority, because this is somebody that makes it difficult at your workplace, because she's very manipulative and she's bad, she badmouths and stuff like that. So I feel like this is going to be around a bunch of other people, and the people are going to kind of back up and be like, oh shoot, let's just keep doing it. We're not paying attention to it. But they're going to be paying attention, and trust me, this woman is never going to act like this again. So it's honestly a good thing that this is going to transpire. It's really strong. I can see it very vividly. Otherwise, I wouldn't keep harping on it, but it's important for you to know.
All right. Thanks, Jenny. She goes, why am I love this?
All right. You know what it is? It's that Aries in you to know somebody's going to want to fight and you're going to get the last word. And I'm not saying anything bad about Aries. I'm just saying because they love to be like, well, let me tell you something.
She's going to be able to assert her energy there.
Yeah.
All right. So B. Jones, go ahead and throw us your question. After B. Jones, it's going to be Wicked Fairy. So Wicked Fairy, get your question ready. Don't post it yet, but B. Jones, I need your question. Dun, 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 dun. I need some music.
Yeah, Journey. We need or a drum roll thing. We need drum roll. Yeah.
All right, B. Jones has come to the plate with their question. It says, do you ever see that I will have a relationship with my daughter and grandchild? I hope they would be, but after recent events in our last conversation, I now feel this may not be the case. Anything from the other side?
Okay. This is there's a lot of, I don't know how to word this. There's a lot of anger and hostility towards you for past life choices that your daughter feels affected her. So she's very angry at you. So she doesn't want to. She feels that you're not. And I'm not saying that you've done this. I'm saying what I feel from her. Let me classify that, okay? She feels like you haven't made amends for some of the things that you've done, or you haven't acknowledged it. I don't feel that you necessarily did anything. I'm saying what I feel from her. And that's the problem. And she also feels you're very critical of her. Now, in saying all this to you, you are going to have a relationship with her. But I'm going to be very blunt with you. It's going to be very teeter-tottery, and it's going to be very sporadic. And you know your daughter likes to have things on her terms. So is it going to be a comfortable relationship? Is it going to be a perfect mother-daughter relationship? No and no and no. Okay? But you guys are going to, communicate by the holidays. And I feel You may not, you're going to go big stunts of time sometimes without communicating with her. And then it's going to be very sporadic, but she's a very angry and sad person because of other things that have happened, and she keeps holding on to it. What I will tell you is this: you need to pray. Your daughter was God's before she was yours, and you need to pray and ask God to open her heart, because your daughter has a lot of anger and a lot of hurt, some that she's misdirected towards you that doesn't have anything to do with anything that you have or have not done. It's how your daughter perceives things. So, and only God can heal that, and God can heal this bond between the two of you. But you have to allow it to happen, and it's not going to happen on your time and on your terms, because your daughter wants to have control over this relationship. I know that you're devastated. I know that you are, because you wanted this reconnection with her to be perfect. But in all honesty, I don't want to say this like this. Your daughter's very selfish, and she can be a brat. She doesn't want to look at the bigger picture of circumstances have been the way that they were, and you're trying to make amends no matter what she may think you did or did not do. You know, that's not what matters. What matters is that you're trying to fix things now. You will have a relationship with her. It's just always going to be rocky, and for now it's going to be very sporadic, and your daughter has to have it be on her terms. And I don't know that that's going to be a comfortable situation for you, or even one that you like.
She says, I feel you're correct. I realize I have to go gentle.
It's going to, you guys are going to have something. You will. But it's just sporadically, and your daughter likes to have it on her terms so she can be in control. And I'm worried about the frailty of your spirit and the fragileness of your spirit more than anything, because you want things to go a way, but your daughter is very angry and upset. There's a lot of other factors here that I don't want to go into on air, and you know what I'm talking about. I know you do. So if you want to talk about this further, you can call me on the site. I may or may not be on there tonight, but if I'm not on tonight, I will be on tomorrow evening. I hope some of what I'm saying makes sense to you, though, and is helping you a little bit. Do you have anything else you want to ask?
All right. Well, Belinda, thank you so much for your question tonight. We do appreciate it. All right, I need Wicked Fairy. Wicked Fairy, please get your question up. And Wicked Fairy's question is the last question of the night, guys. So, Wicked Fairy, please bring that forward for us. And she says, yes, She says, yes, it does make sense. Is there anything from the other side here?
That
was Belinda.
What I'm seeing with that is to be patient, and I also see an older man, and he's kind of heavy set. His arms are kind of big. He's reaching his arms out like this, and he's showing me waves, like symbolically, like the waves are going to go up and down and up and down, and he's outstretching his arms. He's got brown hair. He's outstretching his arms like this. I don't know if you guys can see my arms on the screen, and he's trying to hug you. And then he's showing me waves of it going up and down and up and down. And I feel like this man was a mechanic. And I don't know who this person is to you, but he says that he knows you. His name starts with a C. He possibly died of a heart attack or he keeps showing me smoking. He might have even been in the military at some point too, but he was overweight. But he says, now I'm not. Now I'm like suave and debonair, or he's like dapper, now he's showing himself to be younger, and he shows me 43, so he was either 43 when he died, or he died 43 years ago, or there's some significance to 43, but he's around here, and he just says for you to be patient. And he says, you are so strong. You are stronger than what you think you are, and it runs in our family. So this is definitely some sort of family member to you. I'm just not sure in what context because he's not showing me. And I'm not saying other people aren't around you. This could even be somebody you don't know, but he's coming through very strongly. So
All right. Well, thank you very much. All right. Guys, I know there's a bunch of questions on here that we didn't get to, guys, but we are here for 2 hours every night. So if you didn't get a question answered tonight, we do apologize, but do check us out tomorrow night as we'll be here with Trinity Black. Like I said, we try to get to as many people as we can, but we have more questions than we do time. So we try to get to everybody as fast as we can. All right, so this is the last question tonight coming from Wicked Fairy. Wicked Fairy says, hi, Faith. I put some good intentions last night for my relationship. So I'd like to know if you see anything specific. I put outcome in for us going into the summer and fall of this year.
yeah, you put more connection, not as many arguments unless there's going to be some roots of it. Even though you guys have, I think you think the arguments are fun because it's like an adrenaline rush and you guys argue over silly stuff and then it gets your chemistry going. I feel like more of a commitment from you and a solidarity, and there will be some better communication. I want you to watch with his sleeping patterns because I feel like there's issues with his sleeping. I don't know if he's not reaching the right level of sleep, but I do feel like everything's going to go okay. Going forward, things are going to get more intense with the two of you, more strong, and more of a commitment. It's going to be gradual, but I keep feeling that it's going to become more and more permanent. So just hang on, okay? You always have a ride with him kind of going up and down because he likes to be in charge. Not really, but he just likes to act like he's in charge.
She put, laugh out loud, yes.
So just hang tight because I do see that coming. And we've discussed that before when you've asked about him. You're going to get what you want from him. You just have to make him think it's his idea.
I got that too. It's got to be his idea.
Yeah, he tries to act like he's old-fashioned, but he's really not, but he is. It's kind of funny.
Absolutely.
So, but I feel like, it's going to get stronger with the two of you. So once this really happens, you have to make sure, and you do want it, but once you reach that peak part where you know that he's definitely going to give you what you want commitment-wise, you need to be solid in yourself that you want it, because once he gets to that point, to that degree, there's not going to be any turning back. So you have to be certain that that's what you want.
She said, yes, he stresses over a job he wants and hasn't heard from yet and not sleeping.
He'll hear from them. I feel like there's a little bit of a delay because that company is kind of regrouping, is what I'm being shown.
Nice. Let's take a look here. See if she says anything else before we come to the close of our show. All right. She says, okay, interesting. All right, Wicked Fairy. Well, your good intentions and the energy that you're putting out there looks like it's going to start working, but just like Faith said, make sure you make it his idea. Make him think that it's his idea. It's the only way you're going to get it to work. She says, thank you, Faith. That helps. All right. Well, guys, this has been a beautiful show. Don't forget to check us out tomorrow night. We're going to be here with Trinity Black. Thursday, we're going to be doing dream interpretations with none other than Journey Ryan. And then Friday, you're going to be here with me doing some tarot reads, something I don't always do, but like to bring it to you guys because Friday night is a good tarot night. From everyone here at My Psychic Connection, we want to say thank you so much. Faith, it's always a pleasure to have you here on the air. And it was a good night.
It was. And, everybody, before I go, I just want to say, if you want to make sure that you get your questions in, jump the list. That's why we have it, so that you're guaranteed a reading. I know some of you get frustrated, or call us on the site. But, I'm glad that I got to come on this week and that I was feeling better. It was great to connect with everybody. It was wonderful to see you, Journey. And I hope everybody has a great week. And I'll see y'all next week. God bless.
All right. Thank you, Faith. Thank you so much. And from everyone here at My Psychic Connection, I want to say thank you so much. Tune in tomorrow night, and we'll see you then. Good night, everybody.